Hi everyone, Emma here. I am getting ready to make some earrings. So this is not part of the guess what I make with the beads from the unboxing. This is actually current day, so you will see this, maybe a half an hour after I've uploaded it, and maybe a full hour after I've done the video. But I reviewed my video last night and I was actually kind of surprised at one, how animated I was. So I guess I was pretty excited about um, having the surgery. Boy, was I mistaken. So I mean, I'm glad I had it done, but it's a lot more in depth than I realized, and each day gets more and more in depth. So yeah. I think somebody asked when they thought I would be able to start making the regular kind of beading that I do. And I don't think I'll be able to do that until September. And even then, it will be very limited because I don't want to overuse it until it's fully healed as I use it. So there's that. And the other thing is, when I get beads, when I order them, I'm excited because I'm like, I'm going to make this with those beads. And I have it in my head. And really, what I should do is start a journal and do little drawings of what I had in mind and stuff like that. Because, and I'm using these to cut my fire line because it's hard to do it with scissors. Let me get a better pair here. That's the ones I just had. Oh, there, these ones are sharp. So, I don't know if that did that. It's really hard to, I'm surprised how hard it is to cut. So it just shows you how strong this stuff is. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sorry about that. I should have done that before I started the video, but I thought, just go for it, right? So the other thing too is then when I get the beads and I do the unboxings, I'm like, I'm gonna make this with it. I'm gonna make that with it. So I'm like all excited about all these ideas. And then like, a week later, 2 weeks later, I'm sitting around and I'm like, I'm so bored. What am I gonna make? And I can't come up with ideas. So I do do some boards and folders on Pinterest. So if you actually are interested, you could follow me. I have incredible boards on Pinterest on bracelet making and all kinds of stuff. Now, I do have some art stuff in there as well, but you could follow a specific board if you're interested. And I've been doing a lot of it lately because ideas are coming up and I'm like, why have I never seen this before? So I'll do a search and then it's like there's tons and tons of ideas. Now, a lot of them are, it's kind of exploded when, and I'm not sure exactly when this happened, but Pinterest now allows you, they probably had this before. I don't know how this works, but um, a lot of the pins are from Etsy sellers. So they're either selling their designs, which for the most part range between say $5 and $15, which is awesome. Now, I would never buy it just because if I buy it and then I decide I want to make it and do a video, I can't because then I'm infringing on because then I'm showing you their kind of copyrighted proprietary stuff, which, I mean, there's a bit of an argument there that possibly they didn't come up with that design. They may have come up with those color schemes and stuff like that. But anyway, that's another story. So anyway, I don't buy the designs specifically, but I can look at a design and figure out how to make it. So, and then I can do it for you guys. Yeah. So anyway, let's dive into this. So one of the things that I noticed in my video was all the ideas I had, and I thought, you know, this is a great way to kind of jump off and say, let's do these ideas, and you guys can see what I'm talking about because I have these amazing images in my head, and just talking about it, you might have a totally different idea. So I think we should do it. So here we go. So I have these beautiful daggers. So I have the different ones there. And then I have the briolets. And then there's these bone ones that I just went nuts over. Let me move this over a bit so you can see the colors that I've picked to go with it. So we're going to make earrings. Super simple, super fast. And you know, it's funny, I don't know why I don't make more earrings because I love doing them. They only take a few beads. You can still, like, you can use 2 of these daggers and then still have the rest for a necklace. And that's why I buy these to make, and I'll get my necklace to show you. To make this awesome necklace. So most of these I'll be making this necklace with. I did show you kind of a making of in a 2-part of this necklace, and I got this pattern from Spoilt Rotten Beads, and basically it was this here, and she had little, I think, mini daggers or drops. It might have been drops. Here, and it was an ankle bracelet. So if you're looking, that's what it is. I'll try and find that video and link it for you guys because it's definitely worth watching. But I will do a proper video. I have a lot more skills now, so I can, you know, do that in one video. And then I just added this area here with the Superduos and these crystals and attached it. Let me see if I can. Oh, I've got it pinned to the other side, but it's just a basic stringing on the back. It's a little longer, so you can kind of see. Actually, let me just hold that. You can see. So yeah, super easy. So we'll do that one for sure. I'll try and add that. You know what I need is a chalkboard and write things down and then go, you know, erase them once we make them, because this is just, it's stunning, so easy. This is just threading your super duos in adding these little picots at the top and bottom. Super easy. So we'll put that aside and we'll get started on the earrings. And yeah, so it's interesting too, you know, I talk about mental health because I have bipolar disorder, and I noticed in the video that I was really animated. And then I also watched a video from December of an unboxing of Swarovskis from Art Beads, and I was going like crazy. Now, I do that anyway with Swarovskis, but I was just like, I wonder if I was a little bit manic during that period. So it might be interesting for you guys to watch one of those and then watch just this last couple of videos that I've done after my surgery. I find that I'm kind of less animated, and I don't know, maybe it's the healing and I'm tired and I'm not getting out of the house. I find like exercise invigorates me, so that could be it too. But hopefully that will change because I did get my membership renewed, and so I will be working out starting next week. I'm so excited. So I just took a small piece of 4-pound fire line because you don't need a whole lot. There's no point threading a ton of stuff through. So let's start with this one right here. And I'll tell you why I want to start with this one. Because I love this color. So I put out some colors to kind of match. And here's the thing. These are kind of a ombre of of colors, metallics. So this one has a bit of red coming from this, but then it goes into like an orangey yellow. Let's take it out so you can see better. So, and we will enlarge that a bit. So you can see it kind of goes orangey yellow, and then there's a really good orange one right there. So you could, like, these kind of, like, they don't match up necessarily, but you could find some that kind of match. So I think we'll take this one and we'll add these gorgeous Superduos. So that was the other thing in the video, the unboxing video yesterday. There were Superduos in there. I think it was. I've watched so many videos last night that I can't remember, but I was thinking if you thought I was done with the Superduos, I'm not. There's more. There's more. And you know what the funny part is? I put them all in a drawer. So I'm trying to organize my office. I put them all in a drawer, still in the tubes and stuff. I just threw them in. I didn't organize them by color or anything because I haven't figured out how to do that and keep it organized. But I was looking for colors to match this, and you know what? I'm like, how come I don't have more of these colors? How come I don't? I'm like, oh, that's so bad. So here's the other color that I came up with, and you can see how that would look amazing. So that's for another one. And this is the seed bead that would go with that color. Oh, these are sticking to this. So this is what I thought we would do, the colors. Like that. So, let me move some stuff over so we can make room. The other thing I wanted to show you, now not with this one in particular, but for the others, these are the tubes that I got from Butterfly Beads, the check glass tubes, and they're the 11Os. And people had asked me how they were to work with, so this will give me an opportunity to test those out. So, move that, and move that. There. Okay, now so I can get centered into the screen here. And all we need is, so let's start with this one here and see if we can cut this without damaging anything. So this is the orange we want, that one, and that one. So we could, yeah, no, I like, it's got some, it's not really orange, it's more yellow, but let's get rid of this. Oh, these are lovely. It's too bad they're so expensive. Kind of relative, I guess. So I think we are going to need, for this design, we are going to need 4 Superduos for each earring. And then we'll decide what. Just put those there. And then we'll figure out how many seed beads we want. And where did my needle go? There it is. So you are just going, actually, do I need, I may only need 4. Let me see. Let's pick up all 3. And then this guy. We'll take a look at how it looks. And grab it, and we're going to go through it all again. And again, we might have to pull this apart because I've never done this before. That's my famous last words. I've never done this, but I'm showing you guys how to do it. You know the joke in nursing, let me bring this up so you can see it. And I'm sure it's the same in a lot of professions and in the medical world in particular, is see one, do one, teach one is the saying. So you watch somebody do it, then you do it, and then you teach somebody else how to do it. So I'm doing 2 in 1 here. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see, I'll hold it with this one and pull it. And that's the other thing, it's just a little bit wonky. Yeah, I think I do need the others. I think I have to go into the different sides of the, let's pull this out here, the different holes of the Superduos to make this work. Let's just pull all that off. Okay, so let's set them up to see what it's supposed to look like. So we're supposed to do that, and then this one goes to the top. Or we can do a diamond shape with these and then loop it in. Let's try it this way first. So we do that. And this is part of, you know, when I'm looking at a design, then I have to figure out how to do it. So I'm just going to hang on to this. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this top hole here. And I'm going to pick up the third Superduo. And it's just a little bit of a struggle with my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the top hole of this Superduo. Let me pull this and hang on to it. Like that. And through here. So we'll reinforce this by going through a couple of times. I think we may have to do the separate because it's not sitting. Because these, it'll work better with the daggers, but these are a little wider at the base, at that tip. So yeah, let's take that out. And we will do the diamond shape and then attach it to so now what we're going to do, so for the diamond shape, and I don't know if this is the correct way to do the diamond shape, but we'll see. Let's do do some of these seed beads. So these are, oh, these are 15 O's. I don't know if this needle will go through that. I mean, I have to switch these out. I thought they were 11s, but you know what? I think they will go better with the, so I'm going to pick up 3. Make sure it will go on. Yeah. Of these 15 O's. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the hole, the second hole of that Superduo that I just came out of. So let's bring this all down here. It'll make more sense when when I can manage my threading here. Oh, okay, so let's go through the second hole. Okay. I'm going to try and set it up so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so like this. There. Okay, so we're going to do the same to the other side. So now we're going to go through this hole. This is going to be the peak, like the top. It can be the bottom too, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vern? Okay. So, you know, it's funny. I watch Sarah Ellis and she says okay a lot. And I was like, oh gosh, I wish she wouldn't say okay so much. I'm like, what do I say? I say, and I definitely just said okay. I think what it is in my head, I'm like, okay, I think I got this figured out. That's what I'm saying by saying okay. So I just added the last Superduo and now I'm adding 3 seed beads. Maybe. Add another. And then, you know what, those. So normally I test these before I put them all through. So that one there won't go through. Let me get that off and move that one aside so I don't grab it again. I mean, it's a good bead. It's just my needle's too big. And I've ordered a bunch. And hopefully they're in the mailbox. Oh, speaking of which, I mailed the giveaways. Now, I didn't hear from, I want to say Terry Lynn, but I don't think that's her name. Judy Lynn Travis. And somebody gave me a good suggestion, which reminds me I have to do this, is go back to the video where she made the comment and respond to the comment so that possibly she'll get that notice that somebody's commented to hers. And then, okay, so here we are. It looks like a jumbled mess right now, but just follow me here. So I've come out of this hole on the Superduo, added the 3 seed beads. Now I'm going to go through the top hole. If I can grab it with my poor fingers. Okay. Let's see if I can. Let's pull all this down. And then we're going to go through. Now we're going to go back. We don't want that. We're going to go back around everything that we came. So we're going to go through the same hole at the bottom here. I'm not going to go through the seed beads right yet. I might put my string underneath them because them being 15s, I didn't realize they were 15s, but they probably look a lot better. Okay, so that it? Okay. Do like a drinking game. You have to take a drink every time you say okay. Oh, this has to flip. So this is the one that's looking wonky. And then pull it tight. There. All that messing about for this. Oh, okay. So I think I would like to go through that one more time and then put a, and then attach it. Do the seed beads to attach it to the briolette, and that's your earring. Okay, so just gonna go through the holes of the Superduos. So I could probably manage to go through a couple of holes at once. Famous last words. Went through 2, that's not too bad. It's weird how that adjusted the seed beads. There, it just, for whatever reason, it was my thread was not taut. So keep coming around. And I mentioned the other day about ordering from Amazon, and there was issues about the Amazon warehouse, and I couldn't remember what I ordered. How bad is that? Well, now I remember. I ordered a they call it a third hand, and they use it for soldering, and it has all these like articulating arms that come out, and they have clamps on them so you can attach things so you can work better. That's what I bought. I'm super stoked. I think I'm not convinced that it will help me completely, but I'm gonna try. It was only $30, I think. I'm just gonna pull this tight. Make sure everything is where I want it to be. Okay. So normally I would just tie a knot here, then hide my knot, and then put a jump ring, you know, to go into the earring or something. But we need to add this. So I was thinking of doing the knot now, but you know, I wonder if this will pull through. No, I think I'll do the knot at the end. So now we're going to add, let's see how many we might have to add here to get our briolette on. So 3 will take us, actually I think 3 would probably do it. Make sure they all, I kind of had a feeling that one wasn't going to go on. It looked small to me. That's amazing that I can tell that it's small. Just, they're all small, Emma. So the other thing I did was I placed an order with Bead, and finally bit the bullet. So far I know it's only $12 for the shipping, and because I got a savings for being a new signed up member, they gave me 25% off. And for what I ordered stuff, like I ordered crimp tubes. So I'm now adding 3 seed beads to the other side of the briolette, which will go on to that Superduo. Actually, I should check first to make sure that those are enough. Oh yeah, that's gonna fit. perfect. It's too bad I didn't put some, but it's not going to matter, I think, because that's the earring. Oh, because we're going to come back up there and add a little loop so that it goes on the earring. Yeah, so it's not going to matter. But it's weird that you can see the thread there. Okay, so we're going to add 3 on this side. So I ordered crimp tubes, crimp beads. That's not going to go through. I ordered a crimp tool, the multi one, and then I ordered some regular tools because I noticed that a lot of my tools I have are serrated, and I didn't realize that I was using serrated tools till somebody asked me why I was using serrated tools. Because they were there. they were free. They must be my wife's tools from the toolbox, because I don't remember having tools like that. I had a hammer and a screwdriver, and that's about it. So then I ordered some other stuff, but a big thing that I ordered was the stringing wire. And I ordered, you can order 1,000 meters of it, or yards, I guess. And so I ordered one spool. It was expensive. I mean, expensive in the sense of it was a lot of money. It wasn't expensive for what it is. I did this, but I should have gone through the Superduo. I don't know. We'll see. So let's go through here. Get through this hole. So it ended up with my order that the shipping was covered, in the sense that the discount, that what I saved on the discount was so much that it covered the shipping and $50. So that was a good deal. Okay, this is not exactly the look I was going for. I did kind of want it to go through the bottom hole of the Superduo. I should have known that this briolette, because it's so chunky, was going to be different. Let me see. Oh. If we take it out and go back, it's not sitting perfect and stuff, and it could be just that this is a little more than my hand can handle. So okay, I may only need 2 beads here. Okay, so let's go through here. Just tighten that a bit. So yeah, that looks a lot better. But yeah, you see how it opens it up? And I'm very particular, so I think we need to take one of those seed beads off, and then they'll pop it down. And then that'll give us some space for some seed beads along the briolette. There, that's off. Let's tighten this again. And I guess what I could do is put everything on and then there, that's better. That looks a lot neater. Okay. So now we need, say, 2 or 3. I haven't decided. Two. I'm guessing 3 for this briolette. So because I'm coming out of the bottom hole, actually, you know what? It may be 2 because that those seed beads are going to be in the way. Okay, let's get this on here, there, and then 2. One and 2. Let's see, where were 2? Okay. So now we're going to go, we actually want to go up to the next hole. I'm going to go through this a few times, the briolette, because it's heavy, so I want to make sure that it stays put. And then I'll realign my thread. Why is that sitting funny here? There. Okay, we're going to go through that anyway. That'll tighten it up. So go through these guys. Hopefully we can get through. Okay, hang on with that. Pull this through. Make sure that's tight. This is going to be pretty when it's done. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so let's get our, so we need this thread to be coming out of this hole so that we can add those 2 seed beads there. So we can go, should I just go up here? Man, I miss bead weaving. You couldn't tell by the way I'm struggling here, but okay, so let's stick to the side that we're on so that you know what I'm doing here. Okay. I am going to go through these here. Just pull it tight. I mean, the other thing you could do is just do the Superduos on its own and then cut your thread and start anew to add the briolette, and then your thread would be aligned properly. and your beads would sit as well. So, because I feel like this is moving the seed bead, or the seed beads around. Okay, so now we're going to go through this hole. We're going to add our 2. Still, even with my hand the way it is, easier with this hand. Just do that one, and we're going to add 2. I may end up doing one of these earrings and move on to the other daggers. I may be delusional that the daggers are going to be easy, but we'll see. 1, 2. And put down and pull. I'm being very nitpicky, I know. Okay. So now we have to, maybe I should have done the knot on that one. Here's the other thing, if you do the knot early and then you have to go through that hole, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, so probably not a good idea. I'm just thinking the best way to get, oh, I just do this. Go up here. Because we still need to add our little loop. And I probably should have put more thread on because the I put a long tail because it made it easier for me to hang on to, but I kind of need this tail now, or this length. Just making sure that's not tangled. These are so tiny to work with. Okay. Oh, that's that tail. Okay. I'm trying to see what I did here it doesn't look right. So I went from that hole into there. I should have gone through here. So now there's too much thread. Yeah. Don't know why I did that. I can go up this way. Go through these 2 holes. Trying to poke the needle using the table so that it's easier for me to do. There. Yeah, I think I should have done the Superduo on its own because I feel like it's now separating a bit, but if I'd have done it and tied the knot, it would have stayed. So see if we can go through all three of these guys. And we did, look at that. And now we're going to add our loop. More space on my needle. Careful not to lose my end. You know what's going to happen. Okay. So these are going to be incredible. So these earring, they call them kidney shape, I think. These are, it's too bad they're warped. But anyway, I got these at the Wholesale Jewelry Supply Company. They had a sale and they are silver filled. So I'm a little particular with my earring posts just because I have serious reactions to stuff. So we kind of want this to dangle like this. These are going to be dainty. You know, I almost feel like we need a larger bead here. And what could I use for that? Oh, you know what? I have those gold beads. Where did I put them? I don't know if I've sorted them yet. Let me check the tray. They're a bit big actually, but I don't know if my needle will go through this. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, it does. Look at that. Okay, so let's hang on to that. Now, we want to add some seed beads to come up to here. So let's try 3. Seems to be working. One, 2, 3. So I think what I might do for the others, I will do a dagger video, but this is already like 48 minutes and I apologize. I didn't think it was going to be this. I don't know. This is not the design that I had envisioned, and you know, things change, so not a biggie. But what I was thinking of doing is all these colorways is doing them on my own and then showing you. No, it's not going on. It's stuck. I've been doing stuff and I'm like, how do people who are left-handed do things? It's incredible. Now, I mean, I'm learning to do these things as an adult. Okay, so now I'm going to go through this hole and try and go through all 3. through the C bead, which I don't want. There. So yeah, this is not, I mean, it's still nice, but it's not the really designer kind of piece that I'm used to making. So, but give it a go. Okay, what did I do here? That crossed over my needle by accident. And make sure that's not, and it is crossed over. Okay. There. Yeah, this is, oh, this is not what I had intended. Okay. Let's go through here. There. And we're ready to add the bead. Maybe one on each side. Two. I should not push hard on this because if it's not going through, it's not going through. It's one. Two. Three. I'm gonna do, let me see, let's do 5. I find the uneven number for a loop seems to work for me, so then we're going to go back down into the hole. And actually, yeah, and 1 seed bead. And through the other side. Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's turn this around. So there is your earring. That's kind of what I wanted to do, but I wanted this part to go through the loop, but just not working for me. Let me see what this looks like. There we go. Look at that. Minus the threads. So yeah, this is a really pretty design. Once, you know, here's the other thing. These treasures I find are, even though they say round, I find they're tubular. So you can really see that. Let me see if I can find a long one to show you. So they're not the best to use for embellishment because I find they don't sit. So I don't know if you can see that. That's not necessarily round. Maybe if I put a few together. You can see it. And I knew when I picked it up it was, you know, I picked it because of the color. But you can see there, is there, I think with getting tired with my hand, it's a struggle. Okay, so there you can see how they're less round, more tubular. So you can see it on here. So you get this kind of wonkiness in space. But if it was round, they would sit together better. So it's the bead's fault, not mine. Oh my god, I think I'm going to end this here. I will put my knots in there when my hand is rested, but I will work on some others and I will show you, and I'll do a better tutorial on the daggers. I think with the round beads it'll look a lot better, but I mean, it still turned out really nice and it was fun hanging with you guys. So there you go. Lovely. And I would probably use gold post on that just because everything's gold. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. And keep guessing on the unboxing video. It's a lot of fun seeing what people guess. You guys, I'm terrible. I'm like terrible for keeping secrets, and I give hints. And so my wife's like, "Why are you giving hints?" I was giving her hints on what I'm doing for her birthday. I finally figured it out. I'm gonna finish her painting, right? And it took me a while to finally tell her what I was doing because I kept saying, "You'll never guess, you'll never guess." She's like, "Just tell me." So I'm going to say, nobody's guessed it yet. So keep guessing. And I just have to say, you'll never guess it. Yeah. Just, that's a hint. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.